Community arts itself is a way of fostering cohesion, expressing voices that aren't often heard, supporting community groups and associations to actually have attractive, challenging work that they can act as a local hub to bring people together. But it's also about saying something about yourself, about saying your role in this society. We take the lead in the promotion and the delivery and the advocacy for community arts in Northern Ireland. So it's our job to advocate, to really push funders and push government and push policy so that we see resources and we see support for community arts practice. It's also our role to find funding so that we can actually deliver programs in the heart of communities right across the north. And it's also our role to inform artists, communities, arts organisations of the creative opportunities that there are out there through our information services.
We have a popular e-news that goes out weekly, and it covers funding opportunities, training, events, community arts news and general arts news that would be pertinent to our readers. We also do a funding monthly, and that covers deadlines, funding news and tips. In addition to that, we take a lot of queries by telephone, email, through social media, Facebook, Twitter, and we would get all types of inquiries from where do I source funding to how do I get involved in community arts to setting up governance for a group. We do consultation responses to local and national government, and we would certainly take feedback from our readers and our subscribers.
Community Arts Partnership also offers a range of research programmes. At the minute we have an international programme going on between 4 nations, Northern Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, Lithuania and Rotterdam, called City Researches. We're also doing a piece of rural research on how community arts can impact in rural areas and support rural communities. And we're looking at older people, focusing in on the area of dementia and how community arts can support that population. CAP also supports a range of policy forums. We co-chair the policy forum supported by NICFA, and we also run the Minority Ethnic Arts Forum, which is a space for people to give us some feedback and representation around the area of interculturalism and ethnic minority access to the arts. So we try to represent the opportunity that community arts presents for as many people as possible. We have a funded programme of workshop projects.
Trash Fashion's a recycling programme. We don't exclude anything, old bags, old shoes, hats, paper, card, anything, you name it, that something will be made out of it.
I've learned, basic sort of sewing skills. I've learned how to do the blanket stitch and just things like that really.
Their skills certainly have developed in that time. Just their ideas just keep coming and coming. I've seen them come along in confidence.
This is the dress I designed. I just love the colours and the theme of it. The theme is Titanic.
This is the centre, which are from Craigor Methodist. They are a cross-community group along with the Blackie River Centre. So they've been working together for 10 weeks now. They will be having a little fashion show in the Blackie River Centre.
Tonight's all about the communities coming together and enjoying themselves predominantly, and showcasing their designs and their creativity, and taking it from the design right through to the catwalk.
Mask Project is a mixture of things. It's performance, dance, drama. It can have a wee bit of carnival arts. It can be mask making, costume making, storytelling. We've done drumming. So a bit of everything. Today we're with the Cliftonville Community Centre, the After Schools Club.
They've enjoyed the difference that they would never have, the experience that they would never have had before.
I find it's a very soft way of learning about other cultures and other parts of the world, where they can have a little bit of fun, they can reinforce the knowledge they already have. Today we talked about animals that live in Australia and where it is, that kind of thing. But then they can also learn a little bit about the history and the art that they do in Australia and how they could use that in their own art.
I made a puppet and I like it popping up like this, and it's my favourite puppet. Today was Let It Go because we got to make a kangaroo.
Side-by-side projects are projects that bring people together with varying abilities, different backgrounds, different age groups. The projects reach the most participants by being as inclusive as possible, both through materials and equipment and the art forms that we bring in. Today we're with groups who are working on a music project, and it is the Orchardville Training and Resource Centre working with the Falls Women's Group.
First and foremost thing I would say I've learned is the friendship, and people that have not sung for a while, you see them singing with joy, happy, with all the instruments. Everything was just in line, everything was great.
It encourages a lot of our clients' creative arts expression. We have had some of our projects that has helped our clients with challenging behaviour to actually concentrate and have a sense of fulfilment when artists come in. Some of our staff shadow the artists, and they can bring them skills back and use them on a day-to-day, so it takes a life of its own beyond the project.
This Is Me is a multimedia project which uses music, animation, filmmaking and photography to explore the theme of identity.
Here on Drogheda after school we've been taking part in workshop photography. The photographs are unbelievable. They've zoomed in, they've taken them in distance, they've all sorts of shapes and colours.
I've been taking pictures of nature and bugs and insects.
They've been taking pictures around their school, taking pictures of each other out in the garden and down in the park, so they're places that they use all the time.
They've actually seen things growing. They've taken the photographs and maybe come back a couple of weeks later and something has grown or something has changed in colour.
We got to look at loads of things that we didn't really know about, and that's how we learned loads of stuff. Before I didn't know how to use a camera, but now I know how to take a good picture. You can just use your imagination and it doesn't have to be particular.
Landmarks is essentially a art in public project. We work with individual groups and also cross-community groups with different project artists, delivering and facilitating sculptural or 2D pieces of work, either for their immediate centre with some of our smaller projects, or get all the participating groups together to work on a longer 2-year project that culminates in a large-scale public art piece for the city.
I've been working with Willowfield Church, and Kathy has been working with St. Peter's. It was all to do exploring sort of like commonalities between teenage girls.
They came together on a couple of cross-community sessions to develop some sculptural pieces, and then they went back to their own centres to work on more individual pieces, and then that will culminate on a joint piece between the two community centres and the project artists.
Yeah, the girls have really enjoyed themselves, especially the cross-community work, and they've also enjoyed being creative as well and doing stuff that they wouldn't normally do, thinking about the stuff they enjoy and how they're similar and how they're different.
I enjoyed engaging with people from other communities and the way we got along with them.
I've learned how to put my ideas down through art.
One more time, ladies and gents. We are local and excellent.
Poetry in Motion is a programme in which we send poets out into schools all across the north of Ireland, facilitating workshops that enable the children to create their own masterpieces in poetry. And then we come together, we anthologise their work, put it together in a book and on a CD, and we have a fantastic event like the one this morning where all of those schools come together to share the work that they've created.
Oh, I thought it was brilliant, so it was. Everything went into the programme was brilliant, so it was, and a big thanks to everyone who organised it, and every person who swam up there was brilliant.
Poetry in Motion helps the groups by enabling the voices that every child has within them.
You're walking down the street and you hear a loud beat, click, pop, you feel the heat. Oh, it's time to skate, he carries our sabre, oh no, you hear the speak.
This is a way to have fun and express themselves and tap into that voice all at the same time.
The Poetry in Motion community programme aims to support local writers groups right across the north of Ireland. So there's opportunity for 10 local writers networks to get involved in a supported programme. where we can facilitate some workshops, but we can also help them network amongst themselves and see an opportunity for their work as poets, unpublished poets, to be published in an annual anthology. You wouldn't get that opportunity if there weren't interventions being made, if there wasn't support coming from organisations that support community art. So I think it's a real bolster, it's a real boost and support for so many people.